Okay. So, comparative advantage. So, welcome to comparative advantage. Ano po ang comparative advantage? So, the theory of comparative advantage, it says it was authored by David Ricardo. So, in the principles of political economy and in 1817. So sabi po dito sa theory of comparative advantage, the freedom or extends free trade agreement. Yan. Efficiency of resource utilization leads to more productivity, no? So again, tinitingnan po nila yung mga resources nila and then utilize and then produce more of the products, no? Here it says under the theory of comparative advantage should import even if country is more efficient in the products production than country from which it is buying. So meron na pong import, no? Import. So look to see how much more efficient if only comparatively efficient than import, no? So makes better use of resources. So aside from they produce what is their most efficient resources in producing products, they also do what? They make use of the resources. Okay, tingnan po natin. So there is a positive sum game. So they do export of their best product and they do import of the same product that they have. So that they could have a picture of comparative, no? The word comparative is taken from the root word compare, no? So kino-compare na nila. Tulad ng mga Chinese po, ang ginagawa nila sa mga computers, they could produce Apple on their own. Bubuksan nila yung Apple, mag-i-import po sila. Pagbukas nila sa Apple, titingnan yung mga spare parts sa loob, gagayahin po nila. Magaling yung China gumawa ng mga gadgets, no? Even Apple iPhone, pagbukas po nila, titingnan nila yung technology. So that is why Apple and all other cell phone companies and gadgets and computers, they keep on changing from time to time, no? Every 3 months po nagbabago-bago. Kaya po kung meron kayong bagong cellphone, pagbalik po ninyo sa mga cellphone shop, mga store, after 3 to 4 months to 6 months may bago na naman, no? Kasi ginagaya din yan ng mga iba. Okay, so this is the theory of comparative advantage graph, no? Meron po akong graph na in-upload sa my e-class po. Doon po ang learning management system natin. Doon po tayo magsasubmit ng ating mga papers, activity sheets. That is only for 40% converted as quiz po natin, no? Ang sa email ko po, backup po 'yun para halimbawa magloko po ang ating learning management system. Pwede po i-check ni Sir Pangan doon yung mga papers sa ating email. Okay. So the same, no? Kung titingnan natin, si Ghana, nandito pa rin siya. 20 tons. Ngayon, nakikita natin, nag-increase, no? Yung rice ni... Tingnan natin yung green dito, ito yung kokwa nila, no? Mataas yung production ng Ghana. Tapos ngayon, last time nakita natin nasa 10 lang po ang Korea, nakikita natin tumaas po ng 15. Pero ang rice po ng Korea, no, nandito nasa 10 po sila, dati nasa 20. So dito ang rice ng Africa nasa 5 tons po. Kung nakikita natin, bumaba po yung production ng rice dito sa Korea, no? at saka yung production ng rice sa what does it imply? It implies sometimes that if there is a calamity, for example, a storm, no, a typhoon, it will destroy also the planting of rice, no? Okay. So, comparative advantage in the gains from trade. So, the required tons to produce tons of cocoa and rice. So, again, for Ghana, it requires only 10 for them, 10 tons of resources to produce cocoa. And for Korea, no, kung nakikita natin dito, it's not only double, it's triple, it's fourfold, no? So, 4 times. So, in Ghana, they plant rice in 13 tons, no? But in Korea, they have in 20 tons. Okay. So kung nakikita natin, nag-iiba-iba po yung mga figures, no? Kasi kino-compare na nila ngayon kung ano yung technology ng kabila, gagayahin ng kabilang country. So production and consumption without trade, kung hindi sila magti-trade, so nasa 10 tons yung cocoa ng Ghana, nasa 2.5 yung tons ang cocoa ng Korea. So dito, ang rice ng Ghana nasa 7.5. Kung nakikita natin, nag-increase po. Sa Korea, medyo bumaba po yung kanilang tons of rice resources that they need to produce. No? Mababa lang po. Okay. So production with specialization. Kung mag-specialize ang Ghana, nakikita natin sa 15 tons. Tapos dito sa rice, nasa 37.5 tons. Sa South Korea, magaling pa rin sila magtanim ng rice. No? So consumption after Ghana trades for 4 tons of cocoa and 4 tons of South Korean rice. So nandito 11 tons for cocoa and 7.75 to of rice, no? Nagte-trade na po sila. South Korea has 4 and then they have 6 tons of rice. So increased consumption as a result of specialization. So kung nakikita natin dito, nasa 1 ton, tapos nasa 10.25, nasa 0.25 tons. Okay. Okay. So comparison between absolute versus comparative advantage. So yung absolute advantage, produce only goods where you are most efficient, trade for those where you are not efficient. So dito, under comparative advantage, tingnan po ninyo yung kaibahan, the difference between absolute and comparative. Here it says, should import even if country is more efficient. So kahit efficient yung Korea mag-produce ng rice, mag-i-import pa rin sila, no? Kailangan po natin hindi lang mag-save ng money, but we have to save rice because we do not know. Tulad po sa Buanga dito, meron pong meeting dyan na gustong mag-ECQ na naman ulit, no? Part 2 na, Ginoo. Asa naman taan eh. Okay. So, products, production, and country from which it is buying. So, therefore, the conclusion here, trade between countries is therefore beneficial. Okay. That is why we have international trade. The reason behind is that it is still beneficial to trade. Tulad ng Pilipinas po, like our country, we produce rice but still we import rice from Thailand. Because it is both beneficial for us. Beneficial to all consumers kasi yung mga presyo po ng bigas, bababa po yun, no? It will lessen the prices of rice, but there's a drawback also. It's a problem to our farmer because they could not sell their palay, their rice at higher cost. Okay? Okay. So, the conclusion for comparative advantage is that Look to see how much more efficient if it is only comparatively efficient than import. So bakit po mag-i-import? Kasi according to comparative advantage, para ma-compare. Oh, compare comparatively efficient than import. So to compare. Okay. So here, absolute advantage it says absolute, there is an absolute advantage balance among nations. Kasi it is beneficial to trade. So here, there is a trade is positive sum game. So you do export, you do also import. So it's a positive sum game.